Welcome to Kamanzi Lands TV. Today we are going to talk about the modalities of possession of land by a foreigner in Rwanda. We welcome an expert in land services, Mr. Kamanzi. Welcome.
Thank you. As you were saying, today we prepared for you a talk about the modalities of possession of land by a foreigner in Rwanda. The reason why we prepared for you this talk is because nowadays foreigners are somehow complicated to possess, to get the certificate of registration of their land that they are buying, maybe to Rwandans or others who are possessing the land in Rwanda. By explaining deeper, we are going to refer to the law number 27/21 of 10th June 2021 governing land in Rwanda. In the Article 16, we shall find how the foreigners' right on land, and it reads, without prejudice to provisions of Articles 6, 10, 11, and 12 of this law, a foreigner has rights to an emphatic lease and a land concession. And the right referred to under paragraph 1 of this article are only allocated for investment. And a presidential order may determine other modalities of land possession by a foreigner. By this Article 16 of land law in Rwanda, you shall see that foreigners are allowed to get or maybe to possess the land in Rwanda, but under conditions. There are some conditions to fulfill. This is the conditions or the requirements or the modalities we are trying to explain for you, that once you are a foreigner, you don't have a Rwandan nationality, the requirement that you have to fulfill in order to get your land certificate in Rwanda very easily. Which are the modalities? There are two modalities. One, once you are buying the land for residential purposes, it is very easy. As a foreigner, you are accepted, you are allowed to get only one plot for residential purpose. Only one plot that you will be using just to build your residential house, and you will not be allowed to get a second or third plot. And for these plots, the requirement and their measurements, they are the size that you cannot go beyond. Which size are they required by the law? Here is the ministerial instruction. This is the Ministry of Environment. The ministerial instruction number 0001 of 13th of February 2023, determining modalities of the possession of residential land by a foreigner. And in its Article 2, it says the rights of a foreigner to emphatic lease. A foreigner has rights on emphatic lease for residential house purpose. However, a foreigner or a company in which a foreigner owns shares has the right to possess land for investment in accordance with the business plan approved by the competent authority. Here, it explains that the residential house, one residential house, a foreigner will be accepted, will be allowed to get it. But other land which is not for residential purposes, like agricultural land, commercial land, and the other uses which are beyond residential purposes, you can be accepted, you can be allowed, if you are a foreigner, to get it once you present an investment certificate. Today in Rwanda, the investment certificate, it is delivered by Rwanda Development Board, or the RDB. It means you have to prepare the business plan. This is the sample of what we helped different individuals to get the business plan, and after you apply for in the RDB, and you get the investment certificate, which delays for 5 years. And after that, after getting the investment certificate, you apply for the certificate of conformity. The certificate of conformity, whereby the RDB prepares a letter to the Director General of the National Land Authority, telling that MIST or the company X is allowed to possess the land with a given UPI, or unique parcel identification. This is for the use of the land which has not the residential use. This is the land which requires the investment certificate. Now, for the residential house, we informed you that a foreigner is allowed to get only one plot, but there is a limited size that must be respected, and the size is provided in Article 3. In Article 3 of the ministerial instruction that I have read to you. And in Article 3 of this ministerial instruction, it says, a foreigner may possess a plot of land for a single-family residential house in a residential area not exceeding the size and standards provided in accordance with relevant laws. If a foreigner intends to possess a land with the size and standards exceeding the size of a single plot referred to in paragraph 1 of this article, or intends to own more than a single unit in the condominium building, must submit a business plan for investment approved by the competent authority. This is what I was explaining earlier, that you are allowed to get or to possess the only one or single plot for residential purpose, in which you can build your residential house in order to stay in once you are here in Rwanda. And once you want to get more than one, you will apply for investment certificate, as I explained earlier. And once the plot is reserved for commercial activities, agricultural activities, tourism, and other activities rather than residential, you will be allowed once you apply for investment certificate after submitting your project that you will invest in that plot. Now, according to the size, there is the size that is provided in the article that you are reading. You have a master plan, especially in Kigali and the other secondary cities. There is a master plan, and the master plan provides the sizes in accordance to the area in which you want to erect the building. In the R1 and the R2, the size which is maximum is 300 square meters. In R3, it is 600 square meters. It means in the R1 and the R2, a foreigner who intends to get a single plot for residential purpose cannot go beyond 300 square meters. In the R3, it cannot go beyond 600 square meters. As we explained earlier, once you want to go beyond this size, you have also to apply for a business investment. And I think this will help you before you pay your money to the seller. You have first to check. And once you will come to the notary for signing the sale contract, to just making the land transfer before the notary, he or she will check whether you don't have other land. But yourself, you will sign an affidavit. This affidavit, it is just to confirm that you don't have any other plot in the country. Once you sign that you don't possess other plots, and the competent organs will check and they will discover that you have had another plot, you will be considered as you have given false testimony. And it is a crime which is punishable by the law. So it's better to sign an affidavit confirming that you don't have another plot rather than the one you are going to buy. So I think this will be helpful for any foreigner who wants to invest in Rwanda, buying the land, and who intends to possess the land for residential purposes. I thank you very much.